Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the Whitehorse Pike in Somerdale.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for today's volleyball match against Cinnaminson. Sterling coming in here at 10-0, and in the division, they are 8-0. I'm sorry, 8-0 overall, 6-0 in the division, and this match is for the conference. Sterling's going to go against Cinnaminson in the varsity match. Then we're going to have a JV match and then a second varsity match. If Sterling's able to take both matches, they will be the division champions. So a lot on the line here today in this volleyball matchup against Cinnaminson. Cinnaminson traditionally is a very good girls volleyball school. So looks like this year they're picking up right where they've left off in years past. Sterling again coming in at 8-0. Started the season about a month ago. We've gotten a decent amount of games in here. And just great to see these girls out here. Obviously, this was one sport that was heavily hit by the pandemic with them canceling the fall season and having it now. And they're just grateful to be out here. A morning matchup. I think this is the first morning volleyball that we've ever done on Channel 19. I don't know if you guys have done any this year or earlier in the week in the morning, but to my knowledge, this is the first morning volleyball matchup. And they're just getting everything set here. So a good year for Sterling. They've obviously, since they won the state championship, have had some up and down years, but definitely a solid year this year. Coming in here at 8-0 with a chance to win the division. Look around, a lot of these girls have been with the program for 4 years. A lot of them play club volleyball, and we look at the serve from Cinnaminson. And Sterling gets the first point. And Sterling, you see the replay right there. Good set. And a spike by Savannah Boyce. Natalie Warrington, number 99, is going to serve. Good serve there by Natalie Warrington, just over the net, and had a lot of velocity on it. Just by the look of that serve, looks like a very tough serve for other teams to handle, and Cinnaminson had a tough time with it, had a front spin on it. And hits the top of the net and just goes down, so that's going to happen sometime when you have that line drive serve that just hooks the net, tipped it, and Natalie Warrington gets Sterling's second point. And she is really on a roll here, serve position. That's one of those ones that goes deep that sometimes you're not sure where you are on the court, and rather than let it go, take a chance, you just attempt to get it, and Sterling gets the point. Sterling up 4-0. They're going to let that one go. That's going to be out. Cinnaminson gets their first point. But a good job there to start things off by Natalie Warrington. This is number 16, Caitlin Mulligan for Cinnaminson. Nice block there on the attempted spike by Savannah Boyce. Boyce tips it. Great job by both teams here on this volley, with Cinnaminson ultimately getting the point, but wow, what a great job by both teams. Good thought there by Savannah Boyce, trying to go for that open air. He just hit it a little wide. And Cinnaminson gets the point as we look at the replay. Not quite sure what that was. Mulligan again serving for Cinnaminson. So we always say volleyball is a game of runs. Sterling starting out with a 4-0 run, followed by Cinnaminson coming back with 4 unanswered points. Nice serve by Mulligan. Good set. And a real nice finish there by Shelby Sills. Look at the real good set. Hit it hard. Probably just as importantly, hit it to a good spot. Mulligan again serving. An attempted set to Boyce, but didn't quite get there. Gets the point to knot things up. 5-5. Here's the set to Boyce. Good dig there by Cinnaminson, but ultimately Sterling's able to get the point. This is Asia Logan serving for Sterling. Got that right at the feet of the Cinnaminson player. A nice front spin. You saw that a lot with Natalie Warrington. Now we're seeing it from Logan, and Cinnaminson really has a tough time handling those types of serves. Cinnaminson gets the point. Boy, tell you what, early on in this match, you see a good defensive play there by Boyce, but there's just been some really close hits just in or just out. Obviously, that was just out for Sterling, but good attempt. Girls are trying to find the open spots on the floor as Cinnaminson gets the point. Definitely looking here early on like two teams that are evenly matched as we look at Savannah Boyce serving. There's the set to Allison Koleski. Great job coming up with a lot of momentum. You see right here, Koleski gets the ball over there to the setter. Couldn't see who that was. And Koleski gets that set, and she finishes. believe that was Ayanna Hobbs with the set. And Cinnaminson gets the point. So an outstanding match here. You can see why these two teams are the two top teams in the division. This is Shelby Sills for Cinnaminson. Little miscommunication there by Sterling. Look at it on the replay. And shot goes wide, point Sterling. Cassie Baldino will be serving for Sterling. Point Sterling. Look at this on the replay. Sterling just content to get this one over the net. Didn't get a lot of that first one and just scrambled to keep it alive, and ultimately Cinnaminson gets the point to go ahead by one. This is Rose O'Brien serving for Cinnaminson. Well, I'll tell you what, if Sterling can get the ball to this near side and get a good set to Koleski. I know we had Savannah Boyce here, had a couple of real nice shots. Koleski doing the same thing, but she just is able to get the set, get some momentum into it. Really makes it tough for the other team to handle. Ayanna Hobbs serving for Sterling. Good job by Caitlin Mulligan coming up from that far side. Mulligan was one that really countered Sterling's 4-0 run with some outstanding serves to get Cinnaminson right back in this one, and it's been back and forth since that point. There's Mulligan again. And they're really doing a good job getting the sets to her off on that far side. You see right here, a hard shot over the attempted block. Boy, again, we're seeing a lot of hits, especially on the spikes, that are not only hit hard, but they're going to open spots on the floor. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. I believe that was by Sterling. Coach Bill Scully over there as we look at the replay. There's Cinnaminson. Again, a team that traditionally in the division has been very good in volleyball. Our next TV game is going to be a match, a wrestling match, this Friday at 5 o'clock. Sterling going against Paulsboro. You can see that on youtube.com at Sterling TV 19, live on Cheat TV 19, and live on YouTube. So some of you parents who are out there working or having to work a little bit late, or you just want to watch it from home, you have that ability either on YouTube or Sterling TV 19. Mr. K, Mr. Mays, Andrew Kane have all done a great job getting this technology up to speed and putting us on the cutting edge. And our tech crew also just does an outstanding job getting us the replays and camera shots. timeout worked for Sterling, getting the point to draw within 2. 14-11 was Cinnaminson's biggest lead in this game. Sterling fights back with another point to draw within 1. Allison Kowaleski serving for Sterling. And looks like Cinnaminson's going to counter with a timeout. So a good job by Sterling, being down by 3. Fight back to tie things up. You have the JV volleyball players over here. They're basically our crowd. Coming up with some cheers. Doing a good job. Providing some enthusiasm. Sterling will again have Allison Kowaleski in the serving position. Kind of a knuckleball there from Kowaleski. We said most of the servers from Sterling have had that front spin. But again, like the other servers, ball's got a lot of velocity, just kind of hugs the top of that net. There again is Mulligan off on that far side. Well, you really want to try and stay away from her because, again, she does a great job of looking and avoiding the double block. And Strong again gets the point. Allison Kowaleski going on a little bit of a run here. Cinnaminson right now just has no answer for Kowaleski from the serving position. Yeah, you could just see that's very tough to handle. Sterling right now is just pulling away in what was a back and forth match. Tied up at 14-14 at one point. That's just going to go a little bit to the left. And Cinnaminson's got to feel good about getting Kowaleski out of the serving position because she really played a large part in having Sterling extend their lead to 4. Largest lead of the day. Good job by Sterling keeping this one alive. Not going to get a spike attempt, but great job just getting it over. And they're going to get a good set on this one. That's a great job. Tap it over by Anaya Frazier. And it's not always how hard you hit it, but a little tap to the right spot can get you a point too. And Natalie Warrington back in the serve position for the second time. She started things off with a 4-0 run here. And just like Mulligan on that far side, now you're seeing Sills over there with a real nice hit. But it all starts with a good set, getting her right momentum, and she just did a great job in finishing. Mulligan from serve position. Boyce didn't get all that one. Here's a set to Boyce, and she got all that one, but just went a little bit wide, and Cinnaminson gets the point to draw within 3. Cinnaminson again gets and another ace by Mulligan forces Sterling to take a timeout. So been a lot of timeouts back and forth by both teams to kind of nullify the momentum by the other team. And right now Cinnaminson definitely has momentum, at one point being down by 4, now drawn within 1. There we see the Sterling girls JV team providing a lot of enthusiasm over here. You know, we have limited numbers in crowds, but sometimes it can really help having the JV kids cheer you on. Gives it a little more of a sense of the home court advantage. So Cinnaminson back at it with Mulligan at the serve position. That's been the key. Had, I believe, 3 aces in this run of serves. He's able to get that. Just a decent set, but just content to get it over to the other side. Cinnaminson kind of the same thing. Sterling's going to get a good set right here. Baldino gets it over. Just gets enough on it to get the point for Sterling. Good job by Baldino getting it through that double block. Logan again, back at the serve position. Here's a set to Boyce. And wow. Went into a buzzsaw of a double block there from Cinnaminson, from Sills. And McEnany teaming up. Boy, what a shot by Allison Koleski, getting it to that far corner, just getting it inside that corner to get Sterling the point to go ahead by 2. Here's the set over to that far side. Good dig there by Sterling. That was O'Brien on that far side, who's had a decent amount of success in that spot. Here's a good set to Koleski. I believe that was a net violation. Not 100% sure. Not sure what happened there. And Cinnaminson calls a timeout with Sterling up 23-20. And you see Coach Bill Scully talking to his girls. There's the Cinnaminson girls volleyball team. An outstanding match here. Sterling looking like they were going to pull away, being up 20-16. Cinnaminson fought back, and now Sterling, with the momentum in hand, has a chance to finish this one off with a couple points. Savannah Boyce serving for Sterling. Boyce gets the ace. As we look at it on a replay right here. And Sterling, with Boyce at the serve position, has a chance to finish off game number 1 with a win. Boyce serves. And it's going to go wide. Sterling is going to take game number 1 in this all-important volleyball match against Cinnaminson for the division. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back with game number 2.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
So we're back here after Sterling taking game number 1 in a back and forth match that ultimately they pulled away on and ended up coming away with a big 25-20 win. And again, if Sterling is able to take both matches today, they will be the division champions. Both teams coming in here undefeated in the division, and Sterling poised to possibly take the division championship here. Game was back and forth until about the point where Sterling was able to get up 20-16, pulled away a little bit, Cinnaminson fought back, then Sterling got up 24-20, and then ultimately pulled away with the win. Really getting a decent amount of aces and a lot of great play at the serve position. So this Sterling team, again, after a few mediocre seasons, is back on track and putting themselves in position to win the division title. Tad, now if they win this match, they don't win the division. It's the next match after the JV game that would win the division. Okay. So the pressure right now is on Cinnaminson. And I think if you're Cinnaminson right now, usually after losing the first game, the big thing you really want is to come out firing and get off to a good start. This is a very good Cinnaminson team that Sterling has beaten in game number 1. You see girls like Sills, O'Brien, Mulligan, girls who did a great job in the serve position. A lot of nice sets, a lot of nice hits. They were hit hard, hit the good spots. But give credit to Sterling. They found a way to get some digs and had a lot of hits on their own that were the good spots and hit hard. And you see again Mulligan on that far end. She's done a lot of damage from that point. Cinnaminson gets the point. What a save by Kowaleski and Natalie Warrington. But no, it's okay. Saying that's out. Okay, Sterling was arguing that one. A good job by Natalie Warrington staying away from that one and letting it go out to not to score up at 1-1. Asia Logan. A lot of success from the serve position in game number 1. That was a big key in Sterling taking that first game of this match. Sterling getting a point. A lot like what we've seen throughout the first game, what we saw throughout the first game, is a great set to Boyce, and she finishes. I believe that was Boyce finishing. Serve again there by Asia Logan. Saw the double block that Sterling had set up on that other side and just tapped it off to the left side of the double block and kind of caught Sterling off guard. You see right there, most of the time, we see, I'm sorry, I believe that was Mulligan. We see Mulligan come up in that situation. She's hitting it hard, but kind of changed it up a little bit. Got Cinnaminson the point. Give credit to Sterling, they counter right back. Savannah Boyce serving for Sterling. Here's the set off the sills. Wasn't able to get up, wasn't a real good set, but she was just content to keep it going. And nice hit there off to that far side by Allison Kolewski, getting Sterling her 5th point. Much needed point there by Cinnaminson. You know, we said one key was for them to get off to a good start early on. They weren't able to do that, but to get that point, to get back within 2, can give yourself the opportunity to get the momentum back in your favor, and they do just that. Getting the point right there off the ace to draw within 1. Gets the points. We look at this here on the replay. Kind of just a tap. But Baldino does a good job getting over there, getting it, and putting it in a tough spot for Cinnaminson to handle. Sterling goes up 7-4. Warrington serving for Sterling. It's got that shot that just hugs the net, sometimes tips it, and that one it tipped and went over. Natalie gets the ace. Probably one of the top servers here on Sterling. Cinnaminson had some sets that have been a little bit off lately, but that one was right there. And boy, you can see what Sills can do with a good set. She just powers right through the double block attempt by Sterling. Sills back at the serve position. Here's a set to Kolewski. And Cinnaminson is going to get the point. Double hit. Still's not happy with herself with that miss hit right there to give Sterling the point. Sterling up 9-6 with Diana Hobbs serving. Set to O'Brien, and she finishes. So we've seen O'Brien do a lot of her finishing off on that far side. Now this one, she was on the near side, and had a lot of good momentum going into that set, coming up from the serve position. Good placement there by Sterling. Not always about the hard hit, it's about sometimes finding the open area in the floor, and I think there's a little miscommunication there on the Cinnaminson end. Allison Koleski serving for Sterling. Koleski gets the ace. Koleski, like Natalie Warrington in that first game, I believe went on a 4 or 5 point run, featuring a lot of aces. And Sterling gets the point, keeping Koleski at the serve position. Really, Cinnaminson really having a tough time with Koleski's serve. Sterling gets the point, and just as importantly, are able to keep Koleski at the serve position, and Cinnaminson takes a much-needed timeout with Sterling taking their biggest lead of the day. I don't think they had anything close to a 7-point lead in that first game, and just really playing well. We look at our next TV game. It's going to be a wrestling match this Friday, April 9th. That's wrestling. 5 p.m. is going to be the middle school. It's 5 p.m. Middle school matches at 4 p.m. Sterling going against Paulsboro. You can get that on YouTube or Sterling TV 19, both channels. It's going to be live. So that's this Friday at 5 o'clock. Sterling versus Paulsboro in wrestling. This week's flying by quick. I'm thinking it's earlier in the week. It's going to be tomorrow. So. And you volleyball fans out there, we'll have you guys on this Monday going against Pennsauken. So Sterling, in this busy sports season, especially now, is doing a lot to get you guys to see what's going on with these kids and all the great things they're doing here at Sterling. And speaking of great things, Allison Koleski right now is just dominating from the serve position. You could see, you know, when you get that good serve, it really gets you out of a rhythm, and you really don't get a lot of good sets where they can come in and have momentum and finish it off, and that's what Cinnaminson struggling with. We're going to get a good set right here. And great job there, but Sterling came up a little bit short. That was the longest volley of the day, and unfortunately Sterling wasn't able to get the point. But boy, what a job by Allison Koleski, having about a 7 or 8 point run there and really pulling away. Credit to Cinnaminson, they're fighting hard here, getting the last 2 points. This is going to be Bella Jones serving for Cinnaminson. Oh boy, that was close. Yeah, just got the line. Jones again serving. And Sterling gets the point. Anaya Frazier serving for Sterling. Got the good set over there to O'Brien, but just hit it a little hard. She was going for that left corner, but ended up just going a little bit long as Frazier again serves for Sterling, and that's what's going to go into the net. But Sterling over the last couple minutes has been pretty consistent in holding on to roughly a 5 or 6 point lead. It leads at 6 right now. Just hit that one into the net. This is Allison McInerney serving for Cinnaminson. Look at this one on replay. Both teams tight to the net. Good job by Cinnaminson keeping that one alive. And a real nice, thought it was a block, but that one went right into the net as we have Asia Logan serving for Sterling. Sterling up 18-12. Logan gets the point. Both teams gone back for the last couple of minutes trading points, but Sterling got out to that 7 point lead from Koleski, the serve position, and they've really done a great job maintaining that. As we see Cinnaminson getting the point, but Asia Logan doing her part, getting a couple points there. And then ultimately hitting one long as we look at Caitlin Mulligan. You talk about a lot of the runs that Sterling's having. I believe Mulligan has done the best job from the serve position from Cinnaminson. You see it right here. Good hard initial hit. What that does is it doesn't allow Sterling to get the real good set. They're just content in getting it over. You see right here, it's a set, but it's a set where Boyce has to kind of change position. Really isn't able to get a lot of velocity into it. Now here, since they kept the volley going, she's able to get good velocity on that one. Good dig there by Cinnaminson. And Sterling gets the point. Replay. Boyce with that knuckleball, and Cinnaminson just has no answer for that. And they're having all kinds of problems handling Boyce's serve. Sterling out to their largest lead, I believe, of this game. 22-14. Held a few 6 and I think 1.7-point lead. This is their first 8-point lead. And almost got it to 9, but Koleski went a little bit long, trying to go to that open spot on that left-hand side. You see here, yeah, just actually went a little wide. This is Malkaya blaming. Serve. Nice set here to Allison Koleski. And she gets it in, kind of just puts it in that far corner. Wow. Good job. Natalie Warrington serving for Sterling, 2 points away from a win in this first match. Here's the set off that far side. And they get it to O'Brien, and she finishes. I said O'Brien's probably been one of their best hitters, and a good job having a sense on what's going on the other side of the floor. And she had not only a hard hit, but good location. So Sills, she hits it long, and Sterling is within a point of winning this first match. And it looks like Cinnaminson is going to take a timeout with Sterling having an 8-point lead. JV girls cheering over here off to the right-hand side. There's Coach Bill Scully talking to his girls, who have really come out and played well. Getting a lot of good sets, a lot of good finishes, and we've talked at length that the serves they've been getting, and probably the best server in this particular game has been Allison Koleski, going on about a 7-point run that Cinnaminson just had no answer for. Ayanna Hobbs with a chance to end it for Sterling. Sterling up 24-16. Hobbs with the serve. Cinnaminson going to get a decent set right here. Morgan hits it, this hits it. Hits the ceiling, hits the bar across the ceiling, and Sterling is going to take game number 2 and match 1 over a very tough Cinnaminson team. As we look at it on the replay right here, just a miss hit the bar, came back, and Sterling takes match number 1. So we're going to take a break and be back with the JV match and then the second varsity match after that. Sterling wins it 25-16.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
Okay, we are back here after Sterling took both games in that first match. That was the first match with the Varsity. Sterling won 2-0 over Cinnaminson. Now we're going to have about a 15 to 20 minute break and be back with the JV match. And then after that, we'll have a second varsity match. Now Sterling, if they're able to win that second varsity match, will win the division. If Cinnaminson wins, then it's a split, provided both teams win the remainder of their games in the division. If they split today and one of the teams loses one of the games in the division and the other team runs the table, then the team that runs the table the rest of the way will win the division. So that's where we are in terms of what's going on today and where Sterling is in their chance of winning the division. So we're looking right here. There, the girls are off to the side, but just a great job by the girls varsity and an outstanding job from the serve position and coming away with the big win in match number 1. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the JV match in about 15 minutes.
Oh my God, what a loser. He's so annoying.
Looking at the story, you'll know by the story the first few lines. We're talking about that paragraph again in the story.
You know what? I'm done. That's it, teach. I quit. I'm done! You know what? I'm gonna stay in school.
Okay, had a little bit of a change here. I think they decided that since the two varsity teams are already warmed up, they don't have to re-warm up, that they would just have this second varsity match now and have the JV match once this match is finished. So we are starting the second varsity match here between Sterling and Cinnaminson. And again, Sterling, if they win this second match, will win the division title. Allison McEnany serving. Boyce with the serve right there. It's Mulligan on that far side had a lot of success there for Cinnaminson. Just kind of tossed it over and they were able to get that first point for Cinnaminson. And Cinnaminson, a team that in both games in match number 1 really did not get off to a good start. Looking to do that here game one of match number 2. There's a good set over there to Mulligan. She finishes. Really tough from that far side, and a lot of good hits in that first match. And they just did a real good job at setting her up. And again, Allison McInerney serving for Cinnaminson. Set to Cassie Baldina. She hits it off to the left side. Good hit. Cinnaminson had a tough time handling that one. They're going to get a good set right here to Adcock. Courtney Adcock had that hit right there. Cinnaminson wasn't able to handle it. Natalie Warrington serving for Sterling has had a good day from the serve position. One of the many Sterling servers that played a big part in Sterling taking match number 1. And that's going to go long. They had O'Brien on the near side, but just not a good one for her to hit. Kind of had to readjust her body, wasn't able to really get everything into it. A nice double block there by Frazier and Boyce. Actually hit one of her bodies there, but it doesn't matter how you get it, however you get the point. But a good job of getting up there in the air. Boy, Cinnaminson didn't really get a good set, but again, hit it to that spot right there. You saw the tip by Frazier, and Sterling just wasn't able to handle it as we look at Mulligan from the serve position. It's a lot of momentum, but puts that one into the net. She's a girl who's had some success from the serve position as well as a hitter in the first match, but wasn't able to get that one, and Sterling's really happy to see her out of that serve position. This is Asia Logan. Again, another one. Did a good job. Serve position in game number 1. Good job. We'll look at this on the replay right here. Look at Frazier right there, did a good job of avoiding that double block and found a soft spot off to that left side. Sterling out to a 5-3 lead. There's a shot there, and point by Sterling. That's Frazier coming up and getting the point. You look at it on the replay, you see Frazier coming up and hitting it hard, hitting to a good spot. One thing that's been consistent in all 3 of these games we've had so far today is Cinnaminson has not gotten off to a good start. Down right here, 6-3 to start things off in game number 1 of match 2. Here's the set. A little bit too close to the net. Boyce isn't able to handle it, and Cinnaminson draws to within 2. Malkaya Blaman serving for Cinnaminson. She hits it into the net. Boyce is going to step back and serve for Sterling. Job by Boyce finding a good spot. You know, sometimes she'll mix it up, a hard hit or a soft one, and with good placement. That had the good placement on it. One of the reasons why Cinnaminson, now down by 5, has struggled is they really haven't been able to get good sets, and give a lot of credit to the servers of Sterling, making it difficult for them to do just that. So Sterling takes a 6-point lead, and Cinnaminson just not able to get good sets. And that's a perfect example. You saw a set, but it was made the hitter have to go up to the left a little bit, not get a lot of velocity on it. Sterling just keeping this one going, and ultimately Sterling looked like they touched the net, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. And or they crossed the line. Okay, Cinnaminson gets the point. And Cinnaminson gets a point, draw within 4. Cinnaminson now within 2. We look at Shelby Sills. Here's a far set over to Kowaleski. Had to go back. He wasn't in great position to get a good hit, but got enough on it for Sterling to get the point and put Frazier in the serve position. Cinnaminson right now is playing with a lot of emotion, feeling good about themselves, fighting back to within 2 in a game where Sterling at one point held a 6-point lead. Hobbs gets the set over to Baldino. Baldino finds a good spot on the floor and gets Sterling that much-needed point to stop the Cinnaminson run. Cinnaminson keeping that one alive. They just can't handle Kowaleski's hit right here off to the near side. And Hobbs again serving for Sterling. Into the net, Sterling gets the point. And Sterling, out to a 5-point lead, has Cinnaminson take a timeout. Great job here by Sterling. You know, Cinnaminson fought back to get it to within 2. Now Sterling goes back to extending their lead to 5. And our next volleyball game will be Monday, 3:45 against Pennsauken. So Sterling right now with a win today will win the division after winning match number 1. If they can take 2 out of 3 here in the second one, they'll win the division, provided they run the table the rest of the way. But the Sterling team is really looking good. And that first game of the first match, you know, it was back and forth. At one point late in the match, Sterling pulled away, and from that point on, Sterling has clearly been the better team today. As we look at Hobbs serving. replay right here. Sterling's had a lot of great serves, has had a lot of hard hits, but a lot of cases you've seen Cinnaminson really not good with communicating, getting good sets. We saw it right there. Nice job there by Sterling with Baldino and Adcock right at the net. Hobbs going on a nice little run of her own here. Sterling up by 7. Brian not getting that in a good spot, had to come over. Sterling's going to get a good set to Koleski, and Cinnaminson anticipating a hard hit. Koleski changed it up a little bit, tapped it to the left side, and they had no answer for it. Hobbs out to Sterling's biggest lead. I believe they had an 8-point lead in that second game of the first match. And Cinnaminson gets the point. And that was a good set to O'Brien, but I believe that was, sorry, that was Mulligan. But they've been few and far between for Cinnaminson. Sterling fights back, gets the point, maintains that 8-point lead. Koleski with the serve. Had the biggest run from the serving position. I believe she had 8 straight points in that second game. But not this one. And Cinnaminson definitely relieved to get Koleski out of the serve position. Like Cinnaminson hit the net right there. Sterling out to a 9-point lead. Their biggest lead of the night on a good hit by Frazier. You know, they've done a good job at mixing things up between the hard hits, the soft hits, definitely with placement. They really have Cinnaminson scrambling a lot of these volleys. Sills goes up. Looked like she was going to get a hard hit there, but just kind of almost mishit it, but fortunately for her, went to the right spot. And Mulligan, Caitlin Mulligan serving for Cinnaminson. Right there, didn't get the point, but you can see in that volley, boy, they're really playing with a lot of emotion, having great communication out there, and almost got that one over the other side, but it's really just been a great all-around team effort from Sterling. Cinnaminson gets a point to her. Sterling's going to take a timeout right now after Cinnaminson gets a couple unanswered points here in game number 1 of match 2. Sterling still holding on to a 6-point lead. And there it is. We talked about this wrestling match Friday, April 9th. Wrestling at 5 o'clock, middle school middle school match is going to be at 4. 5 o'clock, Sterling's going to wrestle against Paulsboro. You can catch that live on Channel 19 or on YouTube. And if you're not able to get them live, you can always look back on YouTube whenever you have some time and watch it at any time that you want. Mulligan serving for Cinnaminson. That one went a little bit wide on that far side. You see the set right here to Sills. She's looking for something that she can come up and really hit hard, but the set was a little off, but did a good job recovering and put it to a spot where Sterling wasn't able to handle it. And Sterling fights back and gets the point. Asia Logan serving for Sterling. Frazier really getting up there in the middle to hit. Saved there by Warrington. Here's the set. Over to O'Brien. Good job on a long volley by Cinnaminson, keeping it alive and ultimately getting the point. Micaiah Blayman serving for Cinnaminson. She puts it in the net, so obviously that's something Cinnaminson didn't need. Getting to within 5 there. Now Sterling's back to a 6-point lead. Boyce serving. Boyce is one of those ones that's capable of going on a good run. Sterling right now within 2 points of grabbing game number 1. Nice dig there by Logan. And good block. They say they're going to talk about this one for a little bit. We'll see who gets the point. Oh, looks like they're going to, yeah. It's definitely out. I guess they're going to replay it. I guess Cinnaminson gets the point because we're still at 23 for Sterling. Cinnaminson gets that last point and draws within 6 at 23-17. And we've got Shelby Sills serving. It's going to go long. And Sterling with a chance here up 24-17 to take game number 1 with Frazier serving. Frazier with the serve. Good set there by Cinnaminson. Sterling's going to get a decent set. Going to go a little bit wide to this near side. And Cinnaminson gets the point. Sterling still able to end this one with a point. Bryan with the serve. Logan gets the dig. Set by Hobbs to Koleski. She tapped to the left side. Sills had a tough time getting it. Sterling comes up with the point, taking game number 1 of match 2. Nice hit there by Allison Koleski. So Sterling goes up 1-0 in game number 2, match number 2, with a chance, with a win here in game 2, to win the division. We're going to take a break. with a win here, will win the division title. And if the first 3 games tell you anything, it just tells you that Sterling is the better team. You know, it was a back and forth match, or back and forth game in match number 1, game 1. But right about the midway point, Sterling pulled away, and from that point on, have really played well, communicated well, and have had contributions from everybody, whether it's from the serve position, a couple nice digs, good sets, good hits, just great overall communication, great teamwork from this Sterling team in getting themselves in this position with a chance to win a division title. One thing you guys can't see here, but you're benefiting from the great work that she's doing. Sheree Cuppy, I think this is a record, Mr. K. She's handling 2 cameras right here at the same time, bouncing back and forth and just doing an outstanding job as she has done throughout basketball season, wrestling. We're going to see. We'll see Sheree. Natalie Warrington serving right here, but and you look at here on the replay. It's like hit the net. Natalie Warrington serving again. See Sheree right over here. Look at her go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. An unbelievable job there by Sheree, who really, like I said, has been doing it her entire time here at Sterling. One of the examples of the many fine crew people we have, tech people we have here doing the job that give you guys all this great footage, great graphics, replays, everything. Sheree is just a great example of what we have here at Sterling. There she is. Wave, Sheree. There you go, wave to the right. See, she knew exactly what camera to wave to. Me, I would have been looking all around, wondering, my head would have been on a swivel. Here's the set. Going up 3-2. Mulligan serving for Cinnaminson. Sterling gets the point. So you thought Cinnaminson was in a good opportunity to get off to a better start with Mulligan at the serve position. Sterling knows what they had to do and kept the volley going. Cinnaminson hit it wide to that far side. And that's something you see, the nice set, the good hit on the far side that Cinnaminson has been able to do occasionally, but not on a consistent basis the way Sterling has been able to do it. Hobbs over Baldino. Good set by Hobbs, good hit by Baldino. Got a great job by Baldino. Really not letting the defenders know where she's going with that till the last second. Cinnaminson just wasn't able to handle it. Cinnaminson gets the point, but they kind of were fortunate. It looked like a set that just went a little awry, and that's an example of them not getting the sets where they need to get it to the hitters to get the point. Of course, they kind of lucked out a little bit there, but it's been a big issue with them getting good sets. Good job by Hobbs, kind of going off to that far side, tapping it back a little bit against the grain. She's been a girl who's had great sets all day in setting up other people to get the points, but she's able to get a point of her own and goes back to the serve position. One's going to go a little long. And we have Rose O'Brien. Tap there by Adcock. What a job, what a save. There you see great teamwork by Sterling. But Cinnaminson ultimately gets the point, but just great hustle by Sterling. Maybe they didn't get the point, but really did a great job of fighting off some good hits by Cinnaminson. Well, off that bar up top, which it's allowed to hit, still in play. And Adcock keeps it going. Nice shot there by Adcock with that front spin. Sterling right now, you saw Frazier and Adcock right there all ready for the double block, but just tapped it over. But Sterling right now with Koleski at the serve position have a real nice opportunity here to go on a run. Game number 2. Again, if they win this game, they'll win the match and will take the division title. Cinnaminson is going to get the point. So very important for Cinnaminson to get Koleski out of the serve position. They do just that with number 14, Abby Glossinger, serving for Cinnaminson. This line drive hit that Boyce initially is not able to handle. Good effort by both Koleski and Warrington. You see right here, running back to possibly save it, but comes up a little short, but a real good effort just to get it to that point. I believe that was a double hit. You see that side rotation, that's usually a dead giveaway of a double hit. And Cinnaminson doing a good job sticking around. You know, in the last couple games, this is when Sterling is really pulling away, but Cinnaminson getting points where they need it, playing better here in game 2 of match 2 than they have, I think, at any point in either one of these matches. Oh, went to the other side. Yeah, they got another one. I tried to make the save over here, Mr. K, but I would have had to dive away, rip the cord. So, Mr. K addressing my lack of hustle. That was McEnany with the serve there. Good volley here by both teams, ending with Boyce getting the point. And this is a case, I don't think we've talked enough about the Sterling hitters having a great sense of knowing what's going on the other side, and placement has been a big key to their success today. No question about it. And there you see Cinnaminson not getting a bad set, and it was a far set, really had a lot of distance on it, but just weren't able to finish. And see, that's the difference. Sterling is able to counter with a real good set, Hobbs setting and Boyce finishing. That's something that Cinnaminson has really struggled at today. This game has really featured a lot of situations where you feel like Sterling's pulling away. They get up to 3, they're up by 4. But Cinnaminson doing a good job hanging around right now, only down by 2. And now down by 1. Here in game 2 of match 2. Again, Sterling takes this one, they win the division. Set right there, and that's Baldino in the middle, as he's done all day, hitting it to a good spot right there, and a perfect example of knowing what's going on the other side, keeping it away from the other team. Sterling getting a point, going up by 2. Cassie Baldino serving for Sterling. Gets the good set, and she finishes. That's what happens here. If Sills was able to get good sets like that on a consistent basis, Cinnaminson may have won one of these games. But again, you see it sporadically, but you're not seeing it as consistently as you see it from the Sterling end of the court. Bob serving for Sterling, up by 2. With all that being said, though, Cinnaminson in this game is really doing a good job just to stick around. Mistake there by Boyce. Martin gets it to the other side. There's a set over to O'Brien. She keeps it in. They're saying it was touched. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it just touched in the attempt to get that double block. So Cinnaminson with a chance here to tie this one. In a long time since they've been able to knock things up, and they're able to do that. They're going to grab the momentum. Sterling's going to grab a timeout here. look at this on the replay. You saw Mulligan, who's really played a big part in this game in getting Cinnaminson to a tie here at 16. Look at Coach Bill Scully talking to his girls. And you can order a DVD of your favorite event. Just get $20 to Mr. K, add $3 for the mailing. Include the name of the event, TV19 at sterling.k12.nj.us. And you can get yourself a keepsake of anything that we've done over, I believe, the last 15 years. You know, if you were a player here a while back, and you remember a game that we did on Channel 19, give Mr. K a holler, and there's a good chance he's going to have a copy of that event. You're going to be able to get it. And Cinnaminson goes ahead, so give credit to this Cinnaminson team. Yeah, they haven't really been playing probably as well as they would have liked, but have found a way to scratch and claw their way back to a 1-point lead. Now they lose that point, so it's back to a 17-17 tie. And this really is good news for Sterling having Koleski in the serve position, especially this late in the game. Set over to Frazier. They're going to get a good set to O'Brien. She makes the count, and probably just as big as getting that point and getting ahead in this game is getting Koleski out of the serve position, because they have really struggled when Allison Koleski is serving, and they're going to get number 14 Glossinger serving for Cinnaminson. Cinnaminson definitely grabbing the momentum in this game. Good serve there by Glossinger, and Sterling had all kinds of problems handling that. That was a low line drive serve that just got above the net. And Cinnaminson gets the point on an ace by Glossinger, so she's really come up big from the serve position and maintaining the momentum and getting Cinnaminson out to a 4-point lead. Sterling will get the point. Martin is going to serve for Sterling. There's a set to the middle. Cinnaminson gets the point. Ball goes a little bit long. Sterling really needs this point here. Job by Koleski keeping it alive. Martin's just going to get it to the other side. Nice tap there by, oh, were they saying she hit the net? Well, let's look at it on the replay. Oh, yeah. Good call by the official. Cinnaminson back to within, now to within 2 points of winning game number 2 of match 2, and just an outstanding comeback effort by them, pulling away here late in this match. Still not done yet. Down by 4, 23-19. Logan with the serve. Ryan with a nice hit. Top by Paulino. Still keeps it going. Cinnaminson gets the point, and they have a chance to win game number 2 with the point here, up 24-19. With one of their better servers, Caitlin Mulligan. Goes up, finishes things off, and Cinnaminson takes game number 2 and gives himself a shot to take the match. Great job by Cinnaminson. We're going to take a short break and back with game number 3, the deciding game in match 2. Back here for game 3, the deciding game in match 2. If Sterling takes this game and wins the match, they win the division. If Cinnaminson takes this game and wins the match, the 2 teams tie for the division title, provided both teams win the rest of their division games. So that's basically what's on the line here. Boy, you've got to give credit to Cinnaminson. At times throughout this match, really haven't played consistent, have had issues with their setting, but they really came alive, and I think that was the biggest thing in that late surge in game number 2 of match 2, was not only did they get pretty good serves, but they got better sets, and they were able to finish off. When you have girls like Sills and Mulligan, if you get them to good sets, you see what can happen, and they really came on at the end of that game. So here we go. Game 3, the deciding game in match 2. A win for Cinnaminson. They win the match and tie for the division. A win for Sterling, and they will take the division outright. first point. Allison McEnany serving for Cinnaminson. So Cinnaminson picking up where they left off, still maintaining that momentum here in game number 3. So this is one thing that Cinnaminson has not done in any one of these games that they're doing right now. That's getting off to a good start up here. 3-0 to start things off. You see a good set, but a tap by Cinnaminson gets the point. 4-0. You see the set right here. Good set. But hit it long. Strong was thinking that there was a tip on that double block attempt. The referee said no. Sterling gets their first point. So down 4-1 to start things off in game number 3 of match 2 here. Agent Logan looking to get Sterling back in this one. So I saw midway in this match, Cinnaminson is doing some things they didn't do. They're mixing things up. You saw O'Brien had the good set, but fooled Sterling with a soft hit to a good spot on the floor. There's the other thing they're getting good serves. Up 6-1. Hit there by Allison Koleski to get Sterling to within 4. Cinnaminson fights right back and gets the point as we look at it on the replay. Right there. This is Kaya Blaine. Gets the point to get within 4. Warrington serving for Sterling. Sterling back to within 2. So after Cinnaminson got off to their best start of any game in this match, Sterling's fighting back. With Natalie Warrington here at the serve position. Hobbs with the set. Frazier. Set from Sills to O'Brien. Good job by Sterling. Getting the point right there. A lot of good work at the middle by Frazier. great set right there. As you look on the replay right here, the set to Frazier, and she finishes things off. Really been a force in the middle for Sterling. We have Mr. Sean Clank here joining us on headset number 3. Make sure we're on here. We are on. Okay. See if we can hear you, Sean.
There you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Yeah,
Well, good job of shot of Sterling after being down and fighting back and now getting ahead.
Yeah, I mean, every game's been closely contested today, so it's actually, really 2 evenly matched teams, and it's a case of momentum here.
And you talk about momentum. Cinnaminson definitely had the momentum after that win in game 2 of this match with Sterling with a chance to end it. But they also carried that over into this next game, and it was the first game I said that Cinnaminson was able to get off to a good start, but credit Sterling for fighting back.
Yeah. Yeah, Natalie Warrington really settled things down with her serve here. You know, not giving any unforced errors.
And you see the set over to O'Brien, but a good block right there. Sterling gets the point to go ahead by 2.
Yeah, nice kill here by Ali Koloweski. Nice job by Asia Logan getting it up, and Ali finishing off the point. This is a real nice rotation for Sterling. This is a nice strong front and nice defense in the back line here.
Warrington again serving for Sterling. That's going to go wide. Cinnaminson's got to be pretty happy about getting Warrington out of serve position. Shelby Sills serving for Cinnaminson. Set to O'Brien. Good dig there by Warrington. She keeps things going. Here's the set over to O'Brien. And Boyce with a dive that's not able to save it, and Cinnaminson gets the point.
Yeah, unlucky for Sterling here. Got a nice setup for a block here. Ali hits it and just goes at a bad angle, and real nice job by Savannah getting the ball up to try to keep it in play, but to no avail.
Sills again serving for.
Yeah,
go ahead by 1.
Yeah, nice serve here. Possibility of that going long, but it's real tough when it's coming at you, whether that's a snap decision. So.
And Sills hits the ball into the net, and Hobbs, who's really played a big part in setting up a lot of the big hits today, is at the serve position.
And Sterling with the sub. Adcock comes in the game, and Asia Logan sits down. Nice job by Frazier here. Cinnaminson on a miss hit coming back and just kind of, like I said, better part gives a layup here, and then Frazier puts it away.
I said Frazier's really been dominant in a lot of occasions in the middle.
Yeah, she's very quick off her feet, and she's very deceiving, with the long arms and how much power she actually gets onto the ball. Oh, unlucky. Hobbs hits the net.
And you've seen Cinnaminson at times when they're playing well, have the momentum, the communication's there, but there's times when they're down and they just really have a lot of miscommunication. I think we saw that a couple serves ago, or a couple volleys ago.
Yeah, tough one off the net here and then dies. When the play's been back and forth like this, Sterling's pretty much gotten the advantage. When it's going on the runs, Cinnaminson definitely had the advantage with the runs. So.
set to O'Brien, but an even better double block, but it's going to go wide. But
Yeah, nice
the
double
double
block.
block
Here.
was there, unfortunately.
We got Aycock and Frazier both getting up.
Yeah.
Nice block, but just deflects out of bounds.
That would have been a tough one for It was a tough one for Cinnaminson with Frazier and Kowaleski right there at the net.
We got another return where they actually missed the setter and it put it up over the net and put the setter in a bad position. But
Yeah.
Sterling does a nice job of taking care of business again. Nice set. Savannah boys with the kill.
And to what you're saying, Sean, I think that's been, they've missed setters at times. Sets haven't given the hitters good opportunities, and that's them not doing that on a consistent basis is why I think ultimately Sterling has a chance to win this match and take the title, and a big reason why they lost the first match.
Yeah, it's a close one here. We'll see a replay here. Now again, you're right here, you got a set, and then Frazier decides to take it. Ooh, it almost looked like it had the line, but it's line judge is right there. So
Now this is Glossinger. Glossinger, if you remember, in game 2, in match 2, went on about an 8-serve run. Really helped them pull away in winning that second game. So.
yeah, and it's tough. Again, I think Sterling was caught in a tough rotation there where we had the, and she really took advantage of that and hitting soft spots in our zone. Or in our defensive set, I should say. Coming back up.
All right, Sterling gets the point, and like we always say, gets that server that they've had problems with.
Well, nice decision by Savannah here. Again, kind of pulled up at the last minute, realized it was out. Seeing where she was.
Especially when you have a server that's been that consistent, going on runs. Take your chances since you're having trouble with return a lot of her hits. Nice dig there by Cinnaminson.
Whoa, caught a double hit here on Hobbs. That's a tough call, yeah.
It is. Usually you see the clear side rotation on the double hit, but didn't quite see it there. Maybe the referee saw something we missed. So basically here, Sterling, with a win, will win this match, and because they won the first match, will win the division. If Cinnaminson wins this game, they win this match, and because Sterling won the first match, there'll be a split in the division. They'll share the division title, provided both teams win the rest of their games.
Sure. Yes, and it definitely takes on a playoff atmosphere here.
Absolutely.
Again, given all the COVID restrictions this year, we're just happy to see the kids out there competing.
Sure. Sterling gets the point. Sean, to what you're saying, especially with the volleyball, where they basically, you're used to playing a certain time, had the whole season just pushed back to this point.
Yeah. And Cinnaminson a nice block there, but unfortunately the ball rolled down the body on their side of the net. It's one of the frustrating things about volleyball is you can have a very athletic play and it can go the other way on you just because of a tip and going outside. So Cinnaminson with the kill here. We got 17-17.
Caitlin Mulligan.
Sterling kind of the miss hit here. Coming back, you see Hobbs trying to negotiate, and I guess she was caught in the middle trying to set it and hit it over at that point.
Ryan going wide to that far side. So this is a game that could go either way. No question about it. Boyce with the serve. Here's the set over it. And Cinnaminson gets the point. Nice volley by both teams.
Nice set coming up here. And Cassie Baldino with the hit, and comes right back. And Warrington trying to dig it, but to no avail there.
This is Micaiah Blamen. And she misses that one.
Yeah,
That's a break for Sterling there.
It's a very fortunate break for Sterling there, yeah.
That's the thing. Late in these games, the one thing you don't want to do is give away points.
Yeah. Now, last time Natalie served, we went on about a 4 or 5 point run here, so
yeah.
Let's see if we can do this here. If she does that here, we can finish out the game. It's always nice having a senior back there serving us out, if we can.
Yeah, and Cinnaminson having a tough time with that return, really just content getting it over, not able to get a good set, but get a decent set right here.
Yeah, and it's and when Natalie serves, we're in a very good rotation, defensive rotation up front, having Allie and Marlies up there blocking the as a blocking our defensive block.
Yeah, we've been.
I'm sorry, I said it. Marlies is her sister. That's Naya Frazier. I'm sorry.
Both sides.
Yeah,
sorry. You only have like 400 kids to take care of right now, so it's, I mean.
Well, shout out to Marlies anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Hope she had a great holiday. So, it was unfortunate here. Coming back, Cinnaminson with a nice hit, and then Sterling in the attempt to recover here, puts it out bounds. Number 2020. 2020, game 3 here.
There you see Sills with the serve. And Cinnaminson gets the point.
Yeah, coming down here, Frazier got a hand on the ball and just hits the side and falls over. And then little no man's land there between Hobbs and Logan.
Yeah, kind of had Sterling out of position, and Sterling's going to get the point on that one hit wide by Sills. And Hobbs will be serving for Sterling. 21-21, game knotted up. A lot on the line here. Sterling wins. They take the division outright. Cinnaminson with a win. It'll be both teams sharing the division title. Oleski gets it over. Sills, tough time getting it. They're not going to get a good set. O'Brien's just going to tap it over. Sterling's going to get a good set with Kowaleski. Oh, and she just finishes that one off. And
yeah, they called a double hit here again.
Oh wow, okay.
A nice set, and the referee blew the whistle. So Cinnaminson now serving up 1.
So the double hits have really hurt Sterling.
Yeah.
Late here in this game.
Cinnaminson now up 2.
Yeah, and this is a big 2-point lead as Sterling takes a timeout.
Yeah, Sterling has to stop the bleeding here a little bit.
Talking to Coach Bill Scully over there, talking to the girls. Cinnaminson, I'll tell you what, you thought they were down and out, but just did a great job in winning game number 2 from that point on. Have really played well, really just got things together. And this was a team that, even though they were staying kind of close, really weren't playing consistently at all levels, whether it was communicating with their serves, with their sets, but have gotten it together and have a chance to take this second match today.
Yeah, volleyball's one of the sports where, you know, one play can really change the whole dynamic of it and really make the rest of the team believe, you know.
So Cinnaminson here with a chance to take this game, and they do. They take game 3.
That's a 3-point lead, yeah. The 3-point lead, nice finish here. Coming down right down the line.
Thought we were at 24. Okay, we're at 24 now.
That was a nice finish by Cinnaminson.
With a chance here. Oh, wow. Something you don't want to do. You don't want to give away points.
Yeah, you like the, again, you don't want to give unforced errors here. So Allie Kowaleski here chance to bring Sterling back into the fold. Looks like we had a timeout called.
Before that, okay.
Yeah.
That's like the kicker kicking and
Yeah.
calling the timeout. And you're going to see our next match with Sterling wrestling tomorrow at 5 p.m. The middle school match is at 4. Sterling against Paulsboro. You can see that live on Channel 19 or on YouTube. Either one, you can see it live. And volleyball we'll have Monday at 3:45. That's volleyball going against Pennsauken. So a lot going on here at Sterling. And right now, Allison Koleski serving to Cinnaminson, who has a chance to take game 3 and the match. But Sterling's still alive.
Nice ace by Allie there.
Koleski getting the ace, and she's definitely a good one to have back there serving. Probably had the best run in one of the games where I think she went with 7 straight points.
Yeah, and this is very clutch here.
That goes long, and Cinnaminson takes game 3, match 2, and is going to get a share of the conference title with the big comeback victory, beating Sterling, and really doing a good job getting things together late in this match.
Yeah, congratulations, Cinnaminson. It's tough to be on the road. You lose the first 3 games, and then you're coming down. And you have to dig deep to get something. And they did a nice job of coming back and taking that second match. Unfortunately, on Sterling.
So that'll do it for the Varsity. Cinnaminson and Sterling split the 2 matches, and we're going to have JV after this, probably in about 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to take a break and be back then.
kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
Oh my god, what a loser. He's so annoying.
Looking at the story, you'll know by the story the first few lines. We're talking about that paragraph again in the story.
You know what? I'm done. That's it, teach. I quit. I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna stay in school.
game one of the JV volleyball game. And we're going to have obviously Sterling going against Cinnaminson. I'm going to be on here for a little bit. We're going to see if we can get some of the varsity girls to come over and talk. I know Mr. Clank will be on here. Mr. Clank, any recruits? Mr. Clank is going to be on mic 3 as we get him on there. Any success in getting any recruits for announcing?
Nah, a lot of people are camera shy. I told them they weren't even on the camera. You're just announcing here.
Yeah.
We're going to pick their brain, but I think that intimidated them.
Okay, well, I'm going to be on here for a few minutes, and I have to run.
Okay.
So we'll leave. I'll pass the torch on to you.
There you go. There's a serve by Carly Rosenblum there. We got a... Looks like Cinnaminson tried a foot return there. That was not out of bounds.
And I guess the coaches are allowed to come out and talk. Are they allowed to come out and talk to the girls more in a JV match, or is it pretty much the same?
It's pretty much the same rules,
Yeah.
but you know, your coaches can stand up and move around. Most of the time with varsity, you see a lot more of I guess because of the experience at the varsity level, coaches kind of let it flow a little bit more. At the
Gotcha.
at the JV level, there's a lot more instruction going
Sure.
on, so you'll hear a lot more instruction from the side. So you see Coach McLaughlin up and keeping the girls involved. As well as you very rarely see rarely get to see too much of the JV on TV, so it's always nice to see them pop up.
It's good. That's the one thing with the pandemic. I know Mr. Case tried real hard to get the JV basketball. We got boys and girls basketball on here, so and even now with games being in the morning, parents can see their kids. Parents who are working can see their kids.
Yeah, they can
On
live
the
stream
YouTube
it.
channel. So
As long as they mute it and don't hear us talking, they'll enjoy it.
they'll enjoy it. Yeah, we will
Yeah.
try not to ignore them too much.
Yeah. It's always nice to see the JV level too, because a lot of times what you see is you'll see girls who tend to be varsity in other sports, playing a secondary sport, and it's always nice to see that. Like Kayla Franklin here
Sure.
is one of our varsity basketball players, but this is kind of like a secondary sport, and she kind of plays a little varsity and a little JV here, so it's always nice to see them playing different sports.
Yeah.
She's also a track athlete as well. She's one of our throwers in the track program. A little miscommunication there as Ariel Logan passed up the front, and then Laurel Conway and Caleb D'Angelo, the ball kind of landed between them. Laurel's a freshman. It's been very impressive so far. Mr. Scully has high hopes for her. Laurel's she's number 18 there on your screen.
Okay.
Standing in the middle.
Has some height. That's always a good thing.
Well, and you also want to see kids who have very good attitudes, and she's one of those. In the fall, I mean, unfortunately with volleyball in the fall, they took them right up to the brink, and then they said, we're canceling the season. The state came out and said no indoor sports. And she was one of those who, as a freshman, that level of disappointment could be like, oh crap, I'm not doing anything. But she took it right in, and she picked up a tennis racket and says, oh, I want to do something. I want to be involved in high school. So you like that attitude.
Especially at our school, there's opportunities to play different sports. I mean, maybe the bigger
Absolutely.
schools, there might be some more specialization, but there's the opportunity to stay busy here throughout the entire year.
Sure. Again, I believe Carly, number 11 on the court right now, is the only girl who plays volleyball year-round. Everybody else on the court is a multi-sport athlete, so you always like to see that.
Okay. Yep.
So,
Well, you know, as a trainer, I'm sure it's a good thing. I'm sure working different muscles and
yeah,
not just specializing in one thing.
yeah. We got Kayla DeLangelos over here. Kayla actually went out for swimming this year for the first time.
Now, Caleb, didn't she play softball a couple of
She played softball as a freshman, yes, and then she was playing softball last year. Yeah, I believe she's doing track this year.
Okay.
She decided to change it up a little bit. So, but you know, the in-between seasons, I think, threw things off here. So she's been out for track.
Got you.
Again, it's kind of a. Like I say, you like to see your athletes out there playing sports, no matter what there are. So I mean, if you're, what you don't like to see the kids is giving up and not doing anything.
And this year gives kids a chance to play 4 different sports if they want to.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, especially for the females and the kids who wrestle. Speaking of wrestling,
our next TV game is going to be, our match will be tomorrow. We're going to go against Paulsboro. 5 o'clock, middle school team will start at 4. If you can't make it here, you can catch us on Channel 19 Live or YouTube Live. And that's tomorrow.
Again, Paulsboro traditionally year in and year out is just one of the powerhouses and really one of the staples in the state of New Jersey as far as wrestling. So, so it's always nice to go up against. You always want to measure yourself against the best, and they're the best.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to kind of go out there and you get a kind of barometer where you're sitting at as one of as one of your programs here.
And the thing about them, obviously, with COVID restrictions, it's not the case, but obviously they get a lot of people for their home matches, but they bring a lot of their town to away matches.
Sure.
A lot of the fans follow them regardless of where they're going. It's a great tradition.
Sterling, another ace here, it's 9-3. But yes, absolutely. The and what you tend to see is like when you've been around for a few years, you see the family names, and again, those things come up, and you see the ball goes out here. JV's now 10-3. Yeah, I mean their streak for home winning matches within the Colonial Conference, probably extended about 20 years. It's pretty. Again, it's pretty impressive. I mean, when you look at the streaks that they have.
I remember Collins would beat them like at 06 or something like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those. Oh, nice job by Laura Conway. But I mean, it happens so infrequently. It's kind of like, where were you? It's like like a president getting shot, or or an earthquake.
When it happened, right,
it's
right.
Such a seismic change that you're saying like, whoa, Paulsboro lost the match. So, and credit to Paul Marina. It's been there for years. I know a couple years ago we had a JV tournament here. Where he came and Paul organized the whole thing, came out, made sure all the kids had a match, and he really puts a lot of time and dedication into it.
Yeah.
And again, not only for his own wrestlers, but for the whole wrestling community in South Jersey.
Great.
So I believe he's a longtime football coach over there as well. So he's on the staff over there. So he's been very instrumental in 2 dynasties over there in Paulsboro.
A lot of those wrestlers are also football players.
Absolutely. And again, we're talking about multi-sport athletes here. When you're talking about a Group 1 school, everybody's a multi-sport athlete.
Sure, sure.
They need your program to survive.
You need it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cinnaminson serving here, and like to throw out a little local tie for Cinnaminson here is Eric Teasdale is their softball coach. Now Eric's a former Sterling graduate, a member of our soccer and baseball programs.
College of New Jersey. We saw him there a couple of years ago. We did I think it was a basketball game we did there, and we saw him there. He was it was like his first year teaching there, and was working security, and we were chatting with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Case, some of these girls might be, with having that opportunity to play different sports and play this in-between season and also play softball. Some of these girls we're seeing out here in volleyball could be softball players.
Yeah, and Eric, I believe his brother Justin finished his doctorate, I think, I want to say at Harvard.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean he's on a different plane than we are, So, but yeah, Justin, a very, very intelligent kid. The Teasdale family is very, very influential here in Sterling. So, and I believe they have a little sister coming up as well in the next couple of years. Yeah.
Well, Sean, I have to get rolling, so I'm going to leave it to you. I'll pass the torch on.
Okay.
I'll see you. Have a good rest of the break. Take a break for yourself here and there, right?
There you go.
Don't work the whole time.
Yeah.
All right,
thank you, Mr. Schultz. Have a good rest of the break.
Okay. Great job, tech crew. I'll see you guys.
I'll see you. We're back to the live volleyball action here. Yeah. Coming back and tried to dink it over and just didn't make it. So Sterling with another point. It's 13-7. Now we're going to have a Jordan Gennady serving. Jordan's one of our cheerleaders and softball players, and this is a sport she just picked up this year. Having the in-between season, she wanted to give it a try and found out if she likes it. So another point here. So it's 14-7 Sterling. So a lot of these kids on spring break, you see them coming out in the morning and possibly doing a softball practice, and then going in and having a volleyball game later in the afternoon. So they're kind of doing double duty here. And coaches understanding the unique situation are very accommodating for these students this year. She gets over the net. Cinnaminson hits it wide. So Jordan on a nice 4-point run here so far. There's another ace there for Jordan. Nice shot. And one of the things you find out too, they got a timeout here from Cinnaminson. We take a little timeout. The Cinnaminson trying to stop the bleeding here at the JV level. So, but nice shot. And what you find out too is you'll see a shot here of the varsity girls volleyball players. And again, they understand the uniqueness of the situation. They're always very supportive of the GV players in the program as well. Very often when teams are playing at the varsity and JV level, they're participating on different fields. Volleyball is very unique because you're in the same gym and they're interacting on a constant basis. So you see a little bit more cohesion within the team here than you would on a. So we got a nice picture of Sheree Coffey here. There you go, she's doing double duty. Yeah. So when we see the shots of each team serving, that is Sheree just moving back and forth. So apparently Sheree didn't get the weather forecast today, though. We didn't really need the winter hat. So she told me she's going for a new hairstyle, so we're going to see her flower hairstyle next week. Dinked over by Sterling. Cinnaminson bouncing back. Nice hit here, and Ariel Logan with the kill. Yeah, you talk about multi-sports. Ariel is a basketball player as well. Nice job here. Puts it right down the line and hits it where they aren't. It's always important in volleyball. Jordan with the serve here. Middle set here and a little long for Laurel Conway. Again, Laurel, a freshman that Mr. Scully has high hopes for. Yeah, he's very impressed by how far she's come along so far this year. This is the first time she's ever played volleyball. So, nice shot over by him. Ball comes back. Carly hits it to Ariel, who splits the defense very nicely. Another point for Sterling. Right now it's 19-8, so Sterling serving. They're going to bring in is Gianna Manley-Perez is actually going to be serving. And Gianna is a track athlete as well. She puts it over here. Nice point for Sterling. Nice job by Gianna. You hear the yelling from the stands. She has a neat little energy about her, and really is she has an infectious attitude that really endears her to her teammates. And she sits here, and a little bump here, and then a little miscommunication for Cinnaminson. Shot coming. Oh, nice job by Kayla Franklin, reaching over a teammate here. Cinnaminson with the kill here, and gets another point. Nice outside set here, nice cross-court set. Jordan Gennady trying to get her hands on it just a little bit above. Cinnaminson with the serve here. Sterling trying to dink it over. Didn't quite get it. It's Kayla Franklin. Needed to eat her Wheaties this morning. Need a little bit of oomph on that. But she tried to strategically place it and just misplaced it there. All right, Cinnaminson nets the ball here. Now we got Carly Rosenblum. Again, you see the fun nature with her teammates here. Let's see if we can finish this out here. Carly is sophomore. Hits it out. That's Sterling now doubling Cinnaminson score, 22-11. Cinnaminson serves it into the net. I apologize to the Cinnaminson fans. I do not have a JV roster, so I do not know the names of the players. So if I'm not giving them a shout out, that is the reason. Zaria Logan hits the ball over. And she gets an ace here. Sterling up the game point in game one here. Nice job by Ariel. Puts it in the middle. Just trying to serve out the game here. Puts it in the net. Cinnaminson now serving to Sterling. The ball side out, and that's going to finish up game one here to the JV game. So Sterling takes game one here, and we'll be back momentarily for game two. Okay, we're back here at JV action here at Sterling High School. Sterling took the game 1. Get ready to take the court for game 2. If you missed earlier action here, Sterling actually split games here with Cinnaminson. So we took the first match, and then we lost the second match on a doubleheader. Second match right now puts us in a tie for the conference with Cinnaminson. So if all things stay the same, we will be in a tie for the conference at the end of the season. But hopefully Sterling will finish off business, and we'll maintain that level to the end of the season. But right now in the JV match, our JV team took the first game 25-13 over Cinnaminson. As we're coming out for the second game. Second game right now, as the rotation is, we have Aaliyah Herman on the court. We have Genovia Logan, Ariel's younger sister. Allie Barker on the front court. And in the back we have Kim Gwen. Kim Gwen is serving. We have Gianna Manley Perez. And also back there is we have Morgan Bairstow. Again, we have lots of multi-sport athletes out there right now. It's Kim serving. Puts the ball not quite over the net. Cinnaminson takes the lead 1-0. And now we'll be serving back. Bumped by Gianna Perez. And it hit a little long for Genovia Logan. Genovia, a sophomore. Was a member of our winter track team and also our spring track team as well. The ball comes back. Sterling trying to bump. There's the hit. Gianna Perez with the hit. Lee Harmon to the outside. Allie Barker, nice place. It's a little tough hit by Allie Barker. You see her coming to the side, ready to take a big swing, but then the ball got placed a little longer, but she had to sneak it in between the aerial there. If you go on the other side of the antenna there, I should say, that's out of bounds, and it's going to be Cinnaminson's ball. So you did a nice job keeping it within the antenna and keeping it in bounds. So. Okay. Gabby Hester with the serve, and nice job. And Cinnaminson failed to get it back over. Gabby, a freshman. They'll put the ball up. Nice job by Gabby, getting over to the center. I mean, at the beginning of the season, this is one of the hard things to get through to the girls, is getting the serve consistently, especially when you've never played volleyball before. You know, many of the girls are, you know, they either hit it too soft or too hard, so getting them to hit serve consistently is a tough thing. Gabby is also a cousin of our varsity player, Savannah boys. Nice job by Aaliyah Herman, dinking it over. Gianna Perez gets the ball up. Aaliyah Herman, the outside hit. Morgan Bairstow gets the ball over in the third. Come back. Oh, nice block. Nice shot by Genovia Logan in the middle there. Oh, the ball comes through in the center. That's a point for Cinnaminson. This is one of those weird ground rules in each gym. If the ball hits on your side, you can play it. If it hits the ceiling. Now, Cinnaminson with the third hit, she placed it up there, and it actually didn't touch anything. It fell on Sterling's side, so that's a good point. Sterling stopped playing there for a second. Genovia Logan with a nice hit back over here. Ball comes up to the center, and Genovia with the left hand dinks it back in. So nice job by Genovia. It's We are going to get a substitutions here. For Ginobili Logan, Michaela Corsi comes in. And for Gianna Manley Perez, Grace Miller is coming in. Michaela is a junior and Grace is a sophomore. Michaela, a member of our softball program as well. Sterling ties the game up at 5 here. Kayla serves. Comes over and gets a nice ace here. She finds a soft part of the zone there and then puts it right in the middle. Often on the JV level, you want to try to get it in between the. You try to get it between and make them communicate. It increases the difficulty of them returning it. Nice third hit over there by Grace. The ball comes up. Cinnaminson brings it back. Kayla bumps it up. Lee with the set. Morgan with the third hit. Nice job by Cinnaminson coming over. As Kim Gwen tries to dive and save it and just misses. It's a very tough play to have. You're set up and you're set up in a defensive stance, and one of your blockers blocks the ball and kind of changes speeds on you, kind of like an off-speed pitch coming in. So it's a tough play to make. There's a hit. Cinnaminson gets another point. Cinnaminson now leads 7-6. Ball comes over. Kim bumps it up. Grace with the second hit. Morgan with the third. Nice job down the line. Cinnaminson with the third hit. Comes over. Nice diving. Ooh. It's a nice diving save there. Sliding save here by Kim. And Sterling tries to hit it over. I believe we hit the net there. I believe that's Grace Miller. Caught a little bit of the net. So that point goes to Cinnaminson. So it's now 8-6. Ball a little long. Sterling, nice job of return to serve there in a third hit. Kind of did a safety hit in the third, and then Cinnaminson trying to finish it. Puts it out of bounds. We have another substitution here. For Kim Gwen, we have Brianna Red. You might recognize her from the basketball season. She's a member of the basketball program. And for Leah Harmon, we have Juliana Mesta. The ball coming out of bounds. Cinnaminson now takes a 9-7 lead. Good job on Michaela come back and return to serve. And the ball goes out. Sterling with the point. So now we got 8 serving 9. It looks like we have Morgan Bairstow with the serve, and another substitution for Sterling as Allie Barker comes in for Gabby Hester to play the front line. Allie, a sophomore. As mentioned earlier about Laurel switching over at the last minute and playing tennis, Allie did the same thing. You know, came over and, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. She jumps right out and ran right into her and really helped out our tennis program. Nice job by Grace Miller. Sterling ties the game at 9. It's Morgan Bairstow with the hit. Cinnaminson gets a point. Ball got kind of stuck on the net, and Sterling tried to hit it back over. It falls on our side. Cinnaminson with the serve, up 10-9. Nice set. Coming through. Nice return to serve by Grace Miller. Another hit. All right, as Sterling gets the point. Cinnaminson failing to get it over in 3 hits. Nice job by Grace. the ball comes up, and nice job. It's very tantalizing trying to reach over the net and hit the ball there. So nice job by Brianna being very patient and not reaching over and giving Cinnaminson the unearned point. As Michaela Corsi comes out and Genovia Logan comes back in to play the front line. It's Grace Miller is now served. Nice job by Grace. Coming back, and Sterling gets the point. We're now up 11-10 over Cinnaminson. Grace with a little bit of a long serve, hits the libero, and plays it up in the air, and it's can't be returned by Cinnaminson. Cinnaminson with the safety hit over. And Sterling kind of get caught between, like I said, a little bump up here, a little miscommunication there, and then it's going to be a tough third hit for either player there. We have another rotation here. We have Gianna Manley-Perez coming in for Grace Miller. Cinnaminson serves. A failure on the serve. Sterling will get the point. Coming back in now, we have Kim Gwen subbing back in for Brianna Red. And Aaliyah Herman subbing back in for Julia Meister. Kim Gwen's going to serve here. Throws the ball up and lets it fall. Like, you do get a lead as long as you don't touch the ball or go over the line. So good job by Kim. She serves in the net and Cinnaminson gets a point. We're up. It's 12-12. Fails a return to serve. But Gianna takes the initial hit here long. Pops up Kim with the hit, and then Gianna trying to get it over and upside. Just comes up a little bit short with the nice effort by Gianna. Ball's long. Sterling lets it fall. And now we're tied at 13. Now we're going to have a substitution here. Gabby Hester's coming back in for Allie Barker. And Gabby will serve. Gabby, nice serve. Ball go long. Nice take by Kim. This ball goes out of bounds, and Cinnaminson gets the point. Cinnaminson is now up 14-13. Serve. Ball lets go out. Nice job by Morgan watching that ball go out. And they were speaking of tennis earlier. Morgan's sister Kayla was a 4-year tennis player here. Sterling right now sub out as Grace Miller comes back in for Gianna Perez, and Michaela Corsi comes in for Genovia Logan. Michaela with the serve. Puts a nice short serve in. Nice job by Cinnaminson coming back. I mean, that was a dangerous. It's kind of a dangerous serve coming down, but nice job by the libero, kind of throwing a one-arm return out there and then put it in no man's land for Sterling. We have another lead on the serve. We're going to have a reset by Cinnaminson. Ball hit and it goes out of bounds. Sterling with the point. So we're now tied at 15. Coming back into the game is Juliana Meister, replacing Leah Herman. And Brianna Red is going to replace Kim Gwen. So Juliana with the serve. Juliana, a freshman. Set in the middle here. And nice job as Sterling gets the point. 16 to 15. Good shot by Juliana. Coming down, anytime you can make the outside hitters actually receive a serve, it's actually good because you're making them do two things before they can actually return the ball back. So once again, she places it in there. A nice job by Morgan Bairstow, stepping up and hitting the ball. I say Morgan, another one of our multi-sport athletes. She plays softball and she also cheerleaded in the fall. Juliana, nice run here. Sterling gets up by 2. Nice return of serve there by Grace Miller, or return of point. They set it up, and Sterling a little miscommunication there, and it falls into falls in between 2 of our hitters here. Cinnaminson now serving down by 1. Cinnaminson ties the game up here. Ball set back here to Juliana, puts the ball up. Gabby hits it, and just a little off target for Grace to return to serve. So we take a little timeout here. A little promo here. We're talking about wrestling happening here tomorrow. We got the middle school starting at 4 and varsity starting at 5, and we're going to be playing Paulsboro. So I mean, it's going to be a nice match. Nice match to watch, and you're going to see like one of the premier programs in South Jersey as Sterling matches up against Paulsboro. It's a very good test, especially coming in towards this later part of the season for a couple of our more accomplished wrestlers. Paulsboro always sets out a very good lineup, so your better wrestlers always kind of get a little amped up to face Paulsboro. If you have a win against Paulsboro, it's actually it's a nice little feather in your cap. So timeout. You can see Coach McLaughlin giving the girls instructions. And it's all tough. I mean, in volleyball, you don't have to wear your mask on the court. And, it's a personal decision for the kids. I know, as an announcer, I have to wear a mask here because you're around the students. There's another let by Cinnaminson in the second term. However, so I can't imagine playing in it. It must be pretty tough. Oh, she catches the corner. The ball went back. It looks like it was going long. And again, it was a nice little, they say coffin corner with like a punt in football. So we sit down here to, dropped in there for Cinnaminson. Ball gets up. Third hit over for Brianna Red. Nice setup to the middle. And I don't know what the call is here. Oh, there's a violation here. He blew the whistle. I'm not sure what the violation was, but it came out down Sterling. Yeah, so it was a net touch. So that's going to be a point for Cinnaminson, who is now up by 2. I believe that's their largest lead of the game. It's been a very back and forth game. Sterling returned to serve. Gives like a little gimme here for Cinnaminson to pop it back over. And puts put our front line girls in a little bit of a tough position. So Cinnaminson now up by 3. Set as ball goes between 2 Sterling defenders here. Taylor Corsi with the set. Come up over, Grace Miller with the nice follow. So there's a hit over here and a point for Cinnaminson. Cinnaminson now up by 5. Silly comeback. Hit by Gabby Hester. Comes over. Brianna Red puts it in. Oh, and the ball is out on the far side. So, it was a nice block and nice bump back over there, but a little out of bounds. Nice communication there as he stopped, and Grace Miller hits with the third ball over. Back. Nice dig and coming over, tried to third hit. A little short there. Cinnaminson is now on the game point, so it's 24-17. A nice little run here. It's 5 straight points by the server. Comes over. It's in the middle. Grace Miller hits the back. Gabby Hester pops up. Oh, nice job by Brianna Red. Looks like she was ready to set it. Kind of lulled the defense to sleep, and then she kind of popped it over and just kind of put it in a soft spot of the defense. Now we have a substitution here. Allie Walker coming in for Gabby Hester. Morgan Bairstow serving. Sterling down by 6. Returns to serve on 3. Sterling comes over. Allie Barker puts back. Nice job by Libero getting the ball back in. Ball's out. Sterling gets the point. Sterling out down by 5. Morgan with the hit. A little bit of a long service. Libero puts it up here. Nice save here, and then in between, and cannot execute the 3rd hit. So Morgan now down by 4. Sterling puts the ball up. Nice serve. Ball comes out. Sterling a nice little run here. It's now 3 straight by Morgan as Cinnaminson takes a timeout. So they always say, especially at the JV level, the hardest point is the last point. So right now, Cinnaminson's living that right now. Let me see. Okay. There we go. You can find us on Facebook and Sterling TV 19. You can follow up. You can see all the latest from the castle, especially coming back from the break. Nice update and you can find out all the information that's going on in the capsule, and links to our YouTube videos and our return to school, and Mr. Claiborne and Mr. Sheehan giving us the state of the pandemic as it's coming up. So it's a nice little information there on Facebook for all of you who have the Facebook app. So Morgan serves it deep here. All right, another point for Sterling. Nice job by Morgan. Now it's 24-22 as Sterling gets a nice little run here. It's 5 straight points for, he came into this at 24-17. So Sterling coming back. Nice little run. Comes over the bump. Ball got some gear. Oh, nice dink over there by Brianna Red. Comes down, Sterling digs. Brianna comes back to the dink, and then Cinnaminson trying to put it back over. So now the lead is 1, and Cinnaminson takes another timeout. So Sterling on a nice little run here. Nice job by Morgan Bairstow keeping all the serves in and making Cinnaminson earn this last point, and not just going to get it. All right, so now we're going to follow up with a Twitter promo. You can follow Sterling TV 19 on Twitter and get all the latest updates for what's going on at the castle, and you'll get the highlights of some goals and students of the month, and we stay on top of all the latest breaking action on Twitter. All right, Sterling now down by 1 as Morgan Bairstow with the run of 5 straight points here. Ball comes over Cinnaminson, sets it up for a set. Ball gets up in the air. Oh, unfortunately, ball lands short. So Cinnaminson will take game 2 here, and we will now go to game 3. Nice try, Kayla Corsi tried to get the ball up, and then Morgan trying to run back down. But now we're going to Make or break game 3. We're going to take a little bit of break here. All right, we're back for game 3 action here as Sterling and Cinnaminson split the first 2 games. Sterling taking the first one, Cinnaminson taking the second one. Actually, they were up 24-17. Sterling made a nice little run to bring it back within one. It was 24-23, and then unfortunately just ran out of steam here. So coming back for the third game here, Sterling will return the lineup of Kayla Franklin, Ariel Logan, Carly Rosenblum in the front line. In the back we have Kayla D'Angelo, Jordan Gennady, and Gianna Manley Perez. All right, so a little extra time action here. So you got your bang for your buck today here on Sterling Channel 19. But shout out to our tech crew here. We have Sheree Coffee in the middle. I believe that's Nick Rotano up in the stands. And I'm not sure who's up in the other stands. I can't see. Brian McLearning, thank you. His view is I'm obscured from his view here. So Brian McLearning up on the other up on the camera. Andrew Kane on the replays, and then the truck, and then Mr. K, as always, holding down the fort. Yeah, and Chris Burdash is actually controlling the main camera up top, back in the booth. So shout out to our tech crew once again for bringing the community excellent footage of our high school sports here. Again, we're one of the envies of South Jersey that we always get we follow on Twitter. We always get the shout outs on Twitter for the good job that we do covering our sports. Yeah, once again, I do not have Cinnaminson's JV roster, so I apologize for now announcing names here. So that's Cinnaminson coming up. The left-handed serve here. Coming down and hits our setter there. So again, kind of a left-handed serve. I'm not sure if that's harder to return or not. I have to ask one of the volleyball players if coming out from a different angle is a little bit more difficult. So, all right, as a miss on the second serve here as Carly Rosenblum will now set the serve. Carly will hit over and makes the outside hitter try the ball. And Cinnaminson fails to return. So come down. Again, you always want to try to get the outside hitter to bump coming up, and then right now you had the middle hitter, and then kind of undecided what to do there. The ball hitter. Carly's going to set for another serve. Carly with a little bit of jump serve. Oh, and the ball is in. Nice placement there. As we have Cinnaminson's varsity coach on the line over there. So ball comes down, and hard to see that last corner there, but the ball is in. So Sterling now takes a 3-1 lead. As Carly sets. Coming down, the ball comes out of bounds. Sterling with the 4-1 lead. Cinnaminson with the timeout here. We'll discuss things over. All right, now coming up, you can follow Sterling TV 19 on Instagram. You can follow and get some likes. We always like to give shout out to our students too. So if you're in the stands taking a shot, you can always add our Sterling Instagram and let it be seen. But nice shot, Sterling. We're taking care of all the social media aspects here. Anything to give our kids positive exposure. It's Carly with the next hit here. The serve comes up. Comes out to the outside hit. And the ball just out wide. Sterling hits it with another. It's a very close shot here. Ball was out. So Sterling with another point here. It's 5-1. It's Carly on a nice little run here. 4 straight serves over. There's the ball out. Sterling up to 6-1 right now. Probably doing a nice job of forcing the serve deep and making Cinnaminson play the balls here. Carly up here again. Nice deep serve, makes the libero take it, and the libero kind of lunging forward, puts the ball into the net. Sterling gets another point. 6 straight serves for Carly, 6 straight points. Probably the hit, a little long. So Sterling right now is coming in at 7-2 as the ball comes up. Didn't miss by much. Nice job by Carly though, pushing the balls, pushing those serves deep and making Cinnaminson really play the ball. Cinnaminson coming back and serving the ball and putting the ball out. Those were driving Coach nuts. After getting rid of a run of nice points there, you get the serve back and you put it right out of bounds. Ariel Logan now on the serve. Hits the ball over. The ball goes deep, so Sterling now up 9-2. Nice job by Ariel. Cinnaminson with the sub. Ariel, one of our basketball players in the wintertime. Ball gets picked up, and then Sterling hits it into the net. That was quite. We got a hit there for Kayla, and then Kayla tried to think it over as her teammate, who ended up putting the ball into the net. Cinnaminson up now. By Ariel, coming over, and Jordan with the hit, just not a little oomph on it. So Cinnaminson going to get the points. Cinnaminson now is 9-4. Sterling. The server actually changes positions and then puts the ball in the net. Started out by serving from the right corner and then went to the center. Then put the ball into the net. Cinnaminson makes a couple subs here. Libero back in the game. He's done a very nice job today of digging balls out of the back. There we have Kayla Franklin serving. Kayla, a member of our basketball team and also our track team. The ball gets into the net. Sterling with the point. Now we're up 11-4. Ball hit outside. Jordan Gennady hits the ball over. Oh, Cinnaminson. Looks like they hit the ball into the net and then it just fell over to the other side. It kind of caught Sterling off guard here. As it comes up, the ball hit into the net. Kind of went off a little bit of a block by Laurel Conway, and the ball falls to the side. We now make a substitution as Kayla Franklin comes out and Kayla D'Angelo comes in. Ball pops up. Push over by Kayla D'Angelo. Cinnaminson with a return. Oh! Nice adjustment there by Laurel Conway. Ball coming back to the middle, and like she almost just got caught in the middle of like trying to hit it overhand and underhand, and just kind of did a little underhand hit. Okay. Kayla D'Angelo into the game. The set. It's a low serve. Cinnaminson will pick up the point on the side out. Now 12-6. Dug out by Kayla D'Angelo and back set to her, and it's put into the net. Sterling now leads 12-7. Set by Ali Logan and hit over by Laurel Conway. Carly Logsboom. Laurel with the hit over and then touches the net. Again, one of the most difficult parts is that you're being real close to the net, coming through and following through and just hits the net. Ball hit up, middle set here. Laurel with the hit out of bounds. It's now 12-9, Sterling. Looks like Sterling's calling a timeout. Coach McLaughlin wants to talk it over with the girls. All right, now check out Sterling Channel 19 on YouTube. You can get highlights of all the games and follow Sterling Sports there. I believe most of our games are now being put out on YouTube Live, so you can watch the. So when you are watching this, you can watch it live on YouTube. But then immediately after the game, we put together some highlights and some promos for the kids to and for people to follow along. Cinnaminson now serving down 3. Ball hit back. Kayla return her serve into the net. And it comes up a little short as Jordan tries to play it off the net. Sterling now up just 2. Set come back, Kayla pumps it up. Oh, Carly with a little dink over the top. Nice job by misdirection and as he come down, as Cinnaminson was getting ready to set up to block the outside hitter, and Carly dinks it over. Now Jordan Gennady going to serve. She had a nice run in the first game with 3 or 4 points. Hit over by Laurel Conway, and Cinnaminson can't return the hit. Sterling with the point. Now we're up by 14-10. Enjoy the hit. Cinnaminson tries to get it over. He can't get over on the 3rd hit. Sterling with the point. And that will do it for the third game. I'm sorry, the third game we only play up to 15. So Sterling finishes it out at 15-10. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Channel 19 for volleyball today. And we'll be back tomorrow for wrestling. Once again, good day and good volleyball.